Yo, 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 how y'all feeling? Y'all good? I know I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
I'm your host, Solomon,
I'm your girl, Toya.
and this is the Be Different podcast. Welcome back to the Be Different podcast. As intro state, I'm your host, Solomon, here with my mom.
What up, y'all? It's your girl, Toya.
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all know y'all can listen to the Be Different podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast. All at the Be Different podcast.
And y'all know what to do. As usual, go on social media and follow us. Instagram @_BeDifferentPod. Twitter or X @_. I said that all wrong. Instagram @_BeDifferent Podcast. X @_BeDifferent Pod.
Yep.
Go on YouTube, like and subscribe to our channel, Be Different Podcast.
Oh, yeah,
I was gonna get it right, y'all.
Yeah, she's gonna get it right for y'all, man. But you ready? Any shout out before we get into this episode, man?
Shout out to the Oklahoma basketball team,
Yep.
both boys and girls. We
yep.
on a winning streak. We had a game. We just got back home from a game tonight. We on a winning streak. What, 3-4 game winning streak?
I know the boys. We on a 5-game winning streak right now.
Okay.
So and the girl on the winning streak too, but I don't know how many games.
I know y'all got the same record in division play.
Yeah, we're 2-1. Yeah, right now 2-1.
So shout out to both. Y'all keep it up. Shout out to Coach Clifton and his staff for coaching both the boys and the girls.
Yep.
I mean, just
that's a tough task.
Yeah.
Do both boys and girls.
Yeah,
That's a lot. That's a lot on your plate to handle.
It is, but y'all keep doing it, and we'll see y'all next week. If we not snowed in. All right, let's get into it.
You know what we got to start off with, because everybody been
start
talking
off
about
with
it. The GOAT has retired. The GOAT called it quit, man.
Yeah, arguably the greatest of all time in college football coaching has retired. After 17 seasons, Nick Saban announced on Wednesday that he was going to retire.
Yep.
Were you shocked?
I was at first, but I was looking around trying to get some more details, and more understanding of why and what could be a reason. And I saw this one video. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how what has confirmed it, but I saw this one video saying that his wife
I saw that.
got sick. And they didn't release what the sickness was, but they said it was something serious. And that Nick already knew, before the season ended, that he was going to have to come back and take care of his wife.
Right. Apparently, go ahead, I'm sorry.
And I saw another thing where it said that if his wife does get well in time, that he will consider coming back and coaching.
Okay, and then not only that, I saw when he did his interview on ESPN, he said he was getting older. This season took more out of him than previous seasons.
Yeah.
And then he also said that, and this is the part I really liked about him, he didn't lie to the recruits. He said it became harder and harder every year when he was recruiting players, and they would ask him the question, will you still be there in the next 3 or 4 years the time I'm at Alabama? Yeah. And he said it was getting harder and harder to tell them yes because
he didn't know.
Yeah, and he's getting old.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 72? So
yeah, he up there. But it's just what Deion had said when he was retiring. He was he knew he could still be out there and play, but remember he had caught a pick one time, then he had got hawked down, knowing he can run the pick back for a touchdown. And he was like, "Yeah, that's my body telling me it's time to go ahead and hang it up."
I remember him saying that because I remember he talked about LeBron in that interview, and he said LeBron would know before we knew because when you kicked it in your extra gear and that youngster still behind you,
it's time to hang it up. But yeah, like you said though, he is getting older. Him and Pete Carey. Now that's my other coach. We're gonna get into that later on too.
But let me ask you this: do you think the NIL played a deal? The NIL and the transfer portal. Do you think they played a role in Nick retiring?
I mean, I think it had a little bit to do with it. Not the whole thing, not the whole reason.
It wasn't a major factor, but it was a contributing factor.
Exactly. I still think it had something to do with it because, like you said, Nick was one of the coaches that didn't like the NIL.
Yeah, and he was very vocal about
exactly.
that. So yeah.
But like I said, I don't think that was one of the main reason, but they did have something to do with it too.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah. But I got some just interesting facts about Nick Saban because I mean he's been coaching for 17 seasons. Okay. No class recruited at Alabama by Nick Saban played 4 years without winning a national championship.
Because that's great coaching.
Great coaching.
But that don't surprise me, though, because, like, 1 year we'll lose, next year we'll win it.
Yeah. Now, this was crazy to me. Not crazy in a bad way, but just outstanding. NFL players Nick Saban produced. Quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, I didn't say it right. Tua, y'all know who I'm talking about. Bryce Young, Mac Jones. Running backs, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, Jahmyr Gibbs, Mark Ingram, Eddie Lacy, Trent Richardson. Wide receivers, Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, Calvin Ridley. Defense, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Patrick Surtain II, Trayvon Diggs. I don't remember him being at Bama.
See, you don't know. You gotta watch college football. You gotta watch college football.
Marlon Humphrey, Quinn Williams, Will Anderson Jr., Dante Hightower.
Other person on this list that I didn't know went to Bama was Marlon Humphrey. And I should have known that because he was on one of the best Bama teams to come through.
Yeah.
I should have known that, bro.
Nick Saban had 44 first-round picks.
I know, bro. The greatest coach.
44 first-round picks.
The greatest college coach of all time.
Most coaches don't even have 4.
Most coaches don't even have 1.
I have 1, yes, and he had 44. And just some other numbers I got for y'all.
With only 29 losses.
He has 7 national titles, most by any coach in college football history. Only coach to win a national title in 3 different decades. He won 1 with LSU, and the rest of them was with Alabama.
Yep.
He's never had a losing season in his collegiate football coaching career.
That's obvious. It's Bama. Wait, it's obvious.
The only coach in the SEC history with multiple Heisman winners. And his Heisman winners were Bryce Young, of course, Devontae Smith, Derrick Henry, and Mark Ingram. Like I said, 40. No, that stat said 44. This one says 49. But 49 first-round NFL draft picks, the most in any coach in CFB history. 16 straight 10-win seasons, most by any coach. 109 weeks ranked number 1 in AP poll, most by any coach.
I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about when she get finished.
104 wins versus AP ranked opponents, most by any coach. 9 wins over number 1 teams, most by any coach. I mean, even if you don't like Bama, get a man his props. I mean,
after all that you just read, you just pretty much backed up what I've been saying, what I just said. He's the greatest coach of college football history.
He's the GOAT.
Like, there's nothing else to say about it. Everybody know it. You watch it, you know it. That's because we went out with an L, as most people saying. Ain't no coach touching his stats.
I agree with that. And with that being said, Bama didn't waste no time hiring another coach. It was announced earlier today that Washington's coach, Kalen DeBoer, agrees to a deal to become Alabama's new head coach. What you think about that?
Now, that right there, I'm not mad at it. Because he's an experienced coach. He know how to win. He done took his team to the national championship, as we clearly saw this year with Washington.
Yep.
I'm not mad at it. Now, I don't know a lot about this coach.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad. I feel like he can come in and still get the recruits in, still have that Alabama, you know what I'm saying? Use the Alabama name and, you know what I'm saying, be able to work with it.
And also, too, I feel like he just had Michael Penix Jr. throwing for him. So I think he's going to develop Jalen Milroe into more of a passing quarterback.
Yeah, and Jalen Milroe's best ball is the deep shot. Yeah. Just like Michael Penix was.
Yeah.
Michael Penix always threw the deep shot. And plus, Jalen Milroe going to get in that out this summer, get better and be able to read coverages, different defenses. Then, you know, he already got the run game going in him.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to work out. You know, I'm a Bama fan. I'm always ride my tide for real.
But and like you, I really don't know nothing about this guy except like he's coming from Washington. So they haven't released the details of his contract yet, but his name like was not in that inner circle that was out the day, Nick announced he was retiring.
Exactly. His name went in the top 3 because the top 3 really was Dan Lanning, the one from Oregon, Dabo Sweeney, and
Lane name. I don't know if he was top
Kiffin,
3, but Lane name was in there.
Lane Kiffin name was on there too.
Steve Sarkisian name was in there from Texas. I asked Coach Tackett at the game tonight. I was like, "What you think about Bama new head coach?" He was like, I'm just glad it wasn't Lane. I was like, so you were scared.
Yeah. Lane, I'm glad Lane Kiffin didn't leave Ole Miss though, because he got something building over there. Like really something. Like
he does.
They building
I
something
agree
over
with
there
that.
for real.
I agree with that. And plus, I've heard many people inside Oxford circles that says Lane loves Oxford.
Exactly.
His daughter's enrolled in school there. She loves it. And they say he got a little pretty tenderoni over there. So, I mean, hey.
I don't know what that means.
A little pretty young thing.
Okay, there you go. I don't use using these old phrases.
I told you about calling me old, boy.
Don't nobody say that.
I told you about calling me old.
I ain't call you. I said use old phrases.
Anyway, guess what else happened? This is all a domino effect. Will Rogers entered the transfer portal again.
Mm-hmm. That don't surprise me.
So y'all know Will Rogers. He was at Mississippi State.
That does not surprise me. Yep.
He entered the transfer portal and committed to Washington. Washington's coach announced today that he was going to be the coach at Bama. Will Rogers decommitted and entered the transfer portal again.
Hey, Will, I'm going to be honest. We don't want you at Bama. We got Jalen Miro. We don't need you, cuz. I hope we find a school that needs you, but we don't need you at Bama. Don't follow that coach. I'm sorry. Go. I'm sorry. We got to go find you another one.
Yeah, I agree with you. You don't need him at Bama. Anything else in college? I mean, Nick Saban retired, took over the college world.
And then the national championship, it already over. Yeah. So college world is really college football world is over. We talked about off the show that we're going to try to get into basketball, the college basketball world, but it just be so many different games going on at different times. Yeah. It'd be hard to keep up with, but we're going to try to get together for y'all, though.
But something else I did see, Dylan Johnson, the running back from Washington, he entering the NFL draft.
Yeah,
the wide receiver, Anduze, yeah, he's entering.
I was just about to say that.
I don't have it, but you just sent it to me before we start recording.
Caleb Williams.
So,
how you don't have it and I just sent it?
Because it's on my phone and I forgot to screenshot it. But
my bad. I forgot we be recording your phone.
Go ahead and tell them.
But yeah, breaking news: USC quarterback Caleb Williams wants assurance the Bears will be trading the first overall pick before declaring for the draft. Williams and his camp have no interest in playing in Chicago.
First off, I thought he had already declared for the draft.
I did too, but bro, we have to start saving clips from the old episodes. We gotta start
figuring out a way. Yes,
that be going on. We already talked about.
We talked about this on the earlier show. Yes, we did, and we said, and I still stick to what we said. That boy ain't good enough to be trying to say, I don't want to play for that team.
Exactly.
Going to the NFL is a blessing. And, like, to me, he's taking it for granted.
Exactly. Talking about you don't want to. You got potential to be the number one draft pick, bro, regardless of what the team is, who drafted you out. Man, it's a 20, not even going to say 25 million different kids in the world dreaming to be the number one draft pick.
And you talking about you don't want to go there. And honestly, I think the boy going to be a bust in the NFL because he ain't do nothing to impress me this season. And again, I need to go back and watch his film from the 22-23 season when he won Heisman because he didn't do, like, if he played like that, he shouldn't have won the Heisman.
Exactly. Like last year, he had to have a great season.
He had to.
This year, he didn't show me anything, but I didn't watch him. I barely watched him last year. I really didn't watch him none this year. But the game and the highlights that I did see of him, he didn't do anything special or spectacular to me to where he could just be a number one pick off rip like that.
And who's to say Chicago gonna even draft him? Because I'm not sold that Chicago gonna get rid of Justin Fields.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We gonna get in there football, but the Bears need to keep Justin Fields.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And draft Marvin Harrison Jr. as number one pick.
Yes,
I've been saying it. Yep. I hope the Bears GM is listening to me because if you want to win, that's what you better do. I'm telling you, don't waste that time trying to build a new quarterback up when Justin Fields has proven he can do what he can get the job done. He can win games. He can lead the team, bro. Y'all just gotta trust him. They don't trust him.
Yes, I agree. But you got anything else for college?
No, I think that's it for college wise. Like I said, y'all, we're gonna get into basketball and try to keep up with the stat and information about the basketball side thing with college as well, because it's more than football.
I saw on TikTok women's college basketball. Fly J was in her bag again last night.
Yeah, LSU doing it.
LSU, them girls, they
LSU doing it for real.
What's that girl name that transferred? Van Lee. Mm-hmm. She doing her thing.
Yeah, she be hooping too.
Hey, that freshman. LSU gonna have freshman of the year again, because that girl out there doing her thing.
Doing their thing, but you can't count out South Carolina neither though.
Yeah,
I saw one thing where they be winning too. Now I think they still undefeated.
Yeah, they are. They number one in the AP poll. Mm-hmm. So,
but speaking of, I saw that Mississippi State beat Tennessee. That boy from Mississippi, number one. He was
I
saw
that.
Shout out to him. He hit that game winning shot. He was the number one player in Mississippi last year.
Yeah, shout out to them. State and Ole Miss girls play Sunday, so that should be a good. It's gonna be a good game because it's a rivalry game. But yeah, all right. Let's move on to the NFL. The NFL
playoff time.
We're gonna talk about the shockers first.
What's the shocker? What happened?
The firings.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, it ain't no shockers and no firings.
Well, to me,
it was only one shocker, and it was Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, the Tennessee Titans fired Mike Vrabel. I cannot talk Mike tonight. Vrabel. That was a shocker to me.
Yeah, that was a shocker right there.
That was a real shocker
that was
to
the
me.
only firing out the whole NFL that shocked me.
It says Titans fire head coach Mike Vrabel per sources. Vrabel led Tennessee to 4 consecutive winning seasons after arriving in 2018, but the Titans have experienced back-to-back frustrating seasons, finishing multiple games under 500 both times.
Mm-hmm. But
I heard it was him in the organization.
I did too.
Eye to eye.
I did too. I heard that too. I heard some sources say that he want to win now in the organization trying to do a rebuild. But I really don't see anything wrong with that, though. Like, I understand what you're saying. You want to win. Now you want to win Super Bowls. But you had your chance. You should have got rid of Ryan Tannehill. He sold y'all out of the Super Bowl that y'all was supposed to win.
Yep.
If y'all was going to get a Super Bowl, I've been saying this, and I'm going to stick by it. The Titans' year to win a Super Bowl was the year they put Tom Brady out the playoff. Tom Brady last year with the New England Patriots.
Yep, I agree.
If any time they was going to win, it was going to be that year.
And also, like, you fired the coach, but I be looking at the GM because the GM is the one who's bringing these people in.
Exactly.
And you the GM was the one who brought in Ryan Tannehill, and Ryan Tannehill has not lived up to the hype. So, like to me, they sometimes use the head coaches as a scapegoat.
Exactly. You know, that's what I feel like too. But because it ain't all on the head coach. Because like I said, the coach, that job is to go out there and coach. Yeah. With what they are given. The GM,
right.
The GM is on you to what you bring in for your coach.
Yep. But let me ask you this. You know, they got to decide what they're gonna do with Derrick Henry. Would you re-sign him?
I would.
Why not?
Especially if the Giants organization trying to do a rebuild like they say they are, I wouldn't re-sign.
You're bringing in a young
young running back that's fresh, still got some time. They can take them licks and still bust and run.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Been in the
league 8 years, bro. Like,
and
his time not up, but it's coming to an end.
It's going to die.
Exactly.
It's on the decline because he's a running back. And then that year he had was the king. There was a rushing leader. Mm-hmm. I mean, he took a lot of hits that year.
Exactly.
So
he taking a lot of toll on him. But Derrick Henry ain't no small back. Exactly. He a big back. When they hit him, the whole team coming.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Your other team, your NFL team, they threw a wrench in the plans this week too.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one either. I would say that's another one.
Seattle Seahawks. They fired Pete Carroll as head coach after 14 seasons. But this is the interesting thing.
He ain't fired from the organization. He's just demoted from head coach.
He's not fired from head coach, and he may still have a job within the organization.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's just Pete time getting old. Just his time is coming to an end. Pete is like 77.
Yeah, Pete he was the oldest in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. Like his time, he doing what he love, and he know that his time coming to an end. So he gonna let somebody else step up, and then he gonna step down a little bit, but still be in there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to show him the ropes. Getting it right, showing them what to do.
I can see that, but that was a shocker to me. And the last, they didn't say this was a firing. They just said this was a
mutual
agreement to part ways.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots agreed to part ways after 24 seasons. I kind of expected that.
Exactly.
Though.
So that wasn't
it really
a
wasn't
surprise
that. Yeah.
because if, like I say, listen to the old episodes of the podcast, we've been saying that Bill's time in New England was coming to an end.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that it was coming to an end. The way that was playing, the way it looked like out there, he was cold. He didn't even want to be there.
His career as a head coach, he had 6 Super Bowls, first all time. He was 3 times NFL Coach of the Year.
Yep.
9-time conference champion, first all time. 17 division titles, first all time.
Okay.
31 playoff wins, first all time. 302 regular season wins, third all time.
Okay.
So I mean, he's arguably the GOAT for the NFL.
Exactly.
You know,
but I was talking to Grandma this morning about this. She asked me about what I thought about Bill Belichick. And she asked me a good question.
What'd she say?
She was like, do you think Bill Belichick was a good coach or he just had great players?
And you said?
And that's a good question. I said it was both. I said it was more so. I feel like it was more so of the players at the time, but you still got to have a coach. Like the coach still got to lead them. You know,
right. I agree with that.
Direct them the right way. Even though you can have the greatest player in the world, you still got to have some type of coaching and togetherness for them to be able to play well together.
I agree with that. And because, he had Tom.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got Tom Brady.
Yeah, and I do wonder, how much of it did Tom cover up? How much of Tom's greatness did Tom cover up for Belichick?
Yeah, I was screaming for Yanni, man. I said we just play the game. I'm tired.
He didn't go to school today. They were closed today because of the possible weather, so he shouldn't be tired, y'all.
She haven't played a whole basketball game. She just up there be screaming. They don't take a lot of energy.
Hey, I've been doing good this season, though, haven't I?
Nah, we still be hearing you.
I've been doing good this season,
y'all.
If you know, you know. I am so proud of myself. But anyway, we got our topic.
But yeah, man, like I said though, like you have Tom Brady. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like you still have to have coaching, but it's Tom Brady, like and Gronk. Yeah, you had superstars.
Tom Brady.
You
Tom
had
Brady
greats on the team.
Danny Amendola, Julian Edelman.
That's what I'm saying. You had some great players on that team.
And rest in peace, Aaron Hernandez. So you had some players.
And that's just off, and we ain't even get into the defense.
But the Patriots, they didn't waste any time either hiring a new head coach, and they hired from within. The New England Patriots head coach is Jared Mayo.
Okay.
I think his name is pronounced Gerard, though. I'm not sure. But he had spent his whole career playing and coaching as a New England Patriot. Mm-hmm. The Patriots selected him 10th overall in 2008. He spent entire playing career with Patriots as a linebacker from 2008 to 2015.
Okay.
He won Super Bowl. That's 49 with the Patriots. Y'all had to figure out the Roman numbers. He was the Patriots. He's been the Patriots inside linebackers coach since 2019. And today, Friday, they named him the head coach.
Okay.
I like that move.
I do too.
I
like that move too because for one, like you said, he been in the organization.
Exactly.
He's been with the team. He been coaching under Bill. He know what the team was looking like.
He knows the Patriot way.
Exactly. He know what direction they was going in. If it was a good direction or a bad direction, whether if he need to keep going that way or change and go another way.
Yeah.
So I like that pick up there. And a trend that I've been seeing in the NFL, that a lot of defensive coaches, like a linebacker coach, defensive coordinator, they're getting a lot of the head coaching jobs.
Yeah, they getting their chance. Mm-hmm. That's speaking of that. That's just like the Raiders still haven't named Antonio Pierce, their interim coach, their head coach. I guess they're still thinking about it. But Max Crosby, he posted on social media, hire AP. He want him.
Yeah, he want him. Yeah, but
and I think that would be a good pickup because they went like 5-4 with him. Exactly. I think so.
But they probably just trying to get some contract stuff settled out too.
Yeah.
I feel like they are going to sign him. Hopefully they do. Like I said, they was winning with him at coach.
Exactly. So I think that would be a good pickup for them. You want to talk about the games first or the AP All Pro teams? First teams.
We can talk about the games first.
All right, y'all. It's Super Wild Card Weekend in NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a game tomorrow, Saturday. It's
Yep,
2 games
two
tomorrow.
games.
Tomorrow we have, I don't know.
The Chiefs and the Dolphins and the Texans and the Browns.
Oh, that's what we got. All right. Texans and Browns. Let's go with them first.
I'm riding with the Texans. I'm riding with the Texans because the last time the Browns played the Texans, C.J. Stroud didn't play, and the Browns won by 2 touchdowns. And I'm saying it like that because Amari Cooper, shout out to me, he just had a monster game. That was a game where he went for like 260 yards, 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that he can't do that tomorrow, but it would surprise me if he do that. So I have the Texans winning that game with a healthy C.J. Stroud back. And I feel like if, like I said on Tuesday's episode, I think if Joe Flacco throw 2 interceptions, I don't feel like the Texans, C.J. Stroud and the Texans will fold on that opportunity.
Yeah, and that probably was the only point you made that I really agree with. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to ride with the Browns because I think their defense will be able to make up for the interceptions that Joe Flacco going to throw. So that's why I'm going to ride with them.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense, though, because that's what's really been saving them, though, their defense. Because, like I said, Joe Flacco still been throwing 2-3 interceptions a game, but with a good defense, you can give that up.
Yeah.
You don't want that to happen, but you can live with that if you know your defense can go out there and get a stop.
And then, Texas, they defense, Will Anderson Jr., that boy.
Hey, they Texas, they defense not bad. So they don't have a sorry defense.
I think it's going to be a really good game. Yeah.
It's definitely going to be a great game.
The other game, the Dolphins and the Chiefs.
Honestly, I got the Chiefs winning that game. You cannot count Patrick Mahomes out once he gets in the playoffs.
I got the Chiefs winning that game, too. And I'm only picking the Chiefs because of what the temperature is supposed to be.
Me too.
That's the only reason I'm picking them.
Like I said, you can't count Patrick Mahomes out in the playoffs because you can't. But I feel like if they would have been playing in different weather conditions, I have the Dolphins winning that game.
Yeah.
The Dolphins not going to be able to run their offensive scheme in that cold weather with all that snow.
But
with all that weather conditions.
We say that, but the Dolphins' main target offensive player, Tyreek, has played in Kansas City before.
You're right.
So that he could use that as his advantage.
He can now, but I still had the Chiefs winning, though.
I do too, but that's just something
Kansas City
to think.
Weather a different breed.
That's
a different breed.
Tua ain't used to this Kansas City weather. He grew up in Hawaii. It's all sunshine over there all the time.
That's different.
And then you play pro in Miami. You play collegiate in Alabama. Alabama just like us here in Mississippi. We don't,
When it's hot, it's hot.
Exactly.
When it's cold, it don't get too cold.
It's going to be cold that week, though.
Yeah, it's going to be cold that week, but when it get cold, it ain't going to be crazy.
Right.
You probably get about 40, 30 at nighttime.
Yeah, and then he's playing professionally in Miami, so he ain't used to this cold weather. So I think I'm going to ride with the Chiefs.
It's definitely going to be a good game, though.
Yeah, I think that would be a good game, too. Sunday game, the first one, we got the Steelers and the Bills in Buffalo, and it's supposed to be cold there, too.
I got the Bills.
But I'm still riding with the Bills. Me too.
Josh Allen's been playing. He's been playing his tail off, bro. Josh Allen is undefeated in the last, I want to say.
Like 6 games, maybe?
No, I'm talking about, like, out of his whole career. It said, like, in his last 4 weeks, he's undefeated.
Okay.
Out of all his career, I think that's what it said.
Okay. And also, T.J. Watt is not playing for the Steelers. Yeah, so I think that's going to be...
I definitely got the Bills then, for sure. Easy win.
And Mason Rudolph is going to be the starting quarterback.
Yeah, I got the Bills. But the Bills, they just be finding a way to put themselves in a different situation for no reason.
Yeah, some of the games shouldn't have been as close as they were. America's team, the Cowboys and the Packers in Dallas.
I got the Packers. And I say this just because I'm a hater. I don't want the Cowboys to win.
My gut is telling me to say the Packers, too. On paper, like we said on Top Game Tuesday, on paper, the Cowboys should win this game easily.
Man, on paper, the Cowboys should be in the Super Bowl.
But
it's the Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys, yeah.
They always find a way to choke.
I mean... I can't put all my trust in Dak.
You can't. You can't at all. You cannot put all your faith on Dak. Dak been playing now. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, he been balling
Dak has
out.
had a great.
Yes.
Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys have had a great overall season, but I just can't. You can't tell.
They always do this.
Exactly. They've been 12-5 the last 3 seasons, and the first 2 got put out in the first round by the 49ers. Like, so you can't tell me, like, I can't get the Cowboys' hopes up like that. I can't put all my faith into the Cowboys when y'all been doing this. Like, y'all been being 12-5.
Yeah, and then I know the Packers got a young quarterback, Jordan Love, but he been playing too. He's been playing.
He's young, but he been on the Green Bay Packers for 4 years.
Yeah, he knows the system.
The offense. Yeah. He knows the system.
Yeah. So like I'm going with the Packers.
I'm
matter of fact, I'm gonna say the Packers by a field goal. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I'm around with Green Bay. It's not gonna surprise me if the Cowboys win, but I'm around with Green Bay on this
one. The Sunday night game this week, you got the Rams versus the Detroit Lions. Matt Stafford is going back to Detroit.
Hey, whoever wrote the playoff script for the NFL, y'all did it.
They did it.
Y'all
was in y'all bag for this one.
Y'all did it with that one for real. Not even on the Lions in the Ram game. Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mike McCarthy going back to his old team. Steelers and the Bills.
Tyreek going back to Kansas.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Deshaun going back to Houston.
Exactly. Yeah. That's gonna be a that's like y'all wrote that script up perfect for real. For real, I know the NFL scripted. That's a great script though. It's a great script.
But what you think about the Rams and the Lions?
I got the Rams winning. Like, I like the Lions, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like they have enough to stop the Rams. Not yet. Not right now.
I was going to say, do you think it's inexperience?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. Yes, because, like I said, the only people on the Lions team that really just been to the playoffs is
Jared Goff?
Yeah, exactly, like quarterback. The Lions just now starting to build and getting that chemistry, getting them wins coming in. That's why I feel like that inexperience right there that's gonna have something to do with it too. But at the same time, I don't think they're ready. I don't think the Lions are ready, and I don't think they have. Like I said, I don't think they had enough to stop the Rams. The Rams and Matthew Stafford. This Rams team is pretty much the same Rams team that won the Super Bowl. Yeah. Just take off Odell and put Puka.
Yeah.
And then that's really it.
Was Ty Gurley on the Super Bowl team?
You
I asked you that. Yeah, I can't remember.
No, Ty Gurley was on the early Rams when they couldn't go to play out with Jared Goff.
Okay. I try to remember.
There you go. But I just don't think the Lions have enough to beat the Rams. Not right now, at least. And I've been saying that on the podcast.
Yeah.
I said the Lions were gonna have a good regular season, but I don't see them like being those Super Bowl contenders. Not right now.
I think I'm gonna ride with the Rams too, just because of what you said, inexperience.
Exactly.
And I don't think they have it. I think the inexperience gonna come on the offense more so than the defensive side. Mm-hmm. So I think it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a close game.
I must say the Rams gonna pull it out.
Yeah, I got the Rams by a field goal.
Jared Goff. If the Lions were to win this game, Jared Goff can't have no interceptions.
Yeah.
None.
Jared Goff can't have no interceptions. Jared Goff got to go for about 270 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Yeah, I agree.
0.
The last game for this weekend, Monday night game, the Eagles and the Buccaneers. And I did not realize this until now. They got to go to Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize
that's going to be a good game. That is going to be a good game. Honestly, the way the Eagles been playing lately, I had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning that game.
I ain't going against my boys. I've been riding with them all season. I'm going to stick with them.
I'm sorry. To all the Eagles fans, I like the Eagles. I know I like the Eagles, but I can't do it, bro. The way y'all been playing, then Jalen Hurts got a broken finger.
I don't think AJ and Devontae healthy either. I mean, they going to play, but they're not 100%.
I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning, which is crazy well, I'm not even going to say which is crazy because we've been saying since the beginning of the season, even when the Eagles were undefeated, they were not playing like this same Super Bowl
and
Eagles
remember,
team.
Again, y'all go back, listen to earlier episodes because we talked about this. Remember, we gave them a pass because we said maybe they played in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Maybe they just tired. But that's over with now.
Over with now. They just suck. They just suck right now.
I don't know what the Eagles got going on. But I'm going to ride with them. I hope they pull it off. Do I think they're going to make the Super Bowl? No. But I do think they're going to win this game.
Who?
The Eagles.
Oh, no. I'm riding with Tampa Bay, like I said, dog. I don't have Tampa Bay win the Super Bowl neither, but I have them winning this first round of the playoffs right here.
All right. Now, let's talk. The NFL released their Associated Press All-Pro First Team list I have offense and defense. I do offense if you want to do defense. You got it. It's on Instagram.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay. Offense. We have MVP Lamar Jackson, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle. How you say his name? Zuziak.
Let me go to it.
George
I
Kittle.
was on the defense. That's Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah, who he played? 49ers.
The 49ers.
Yeah.
He's a fullback.
Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
CeeDee Lamb. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Trent Williams. Joe Thuney. Jason Kelce. Zach Martin. And
Penny Sewell.
What you think?
That's not a bad list there. First team offense, like I said, MVP Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Best running back in the league right now, Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
Fullback, our NFL team don't even use fullback, so you got to put Kyle Juszczyk on there because the 49ers use him in multiple different ways.
They sure do. Yeah.
Multiple different ways. Tight end.
George Kittle. Now, I probably would have went with Travis Kelce.
That's a toss-up. I wouldn't even went with Travis Kelce. Like, these tight ends in the NFL have been doing it. David Njoku from the Cleveland Browns. Sam Laporta from the Lions. The tight ends, they are involved. It's more than just George Kittle and Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill,
obvious,
exactly.
yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, obviously. Number 1 and number 2 in receiving stats and everything. Tyreek Hill and CeeDee Lamb. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he a dog, been balling with the Lions, a great number 1 wide receiver. Trent Williams, you know what you're going to get out of him.
Yep.
Probably the best offensive lineman to ever come through the NFL.
Is he hurt? I know he was hurt like 2-3 weeks ago, but
I don't know right now.
Okay.
I don't know. Joe Thuney, I don't know who you are, but you blocking for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes don't get sacked a lot. He don't get sacked a lot. Jason Kelce, y'all know what he do. Y'all know what Jason Kelce capable of. Zach Martin, I don't know who you are, but hey, shout out to you. Made the list. I know that. But I mean, Dak really ain't been getting sacked a lot this year neither. So I can get hey, nothing wrong with that. And Penny Sewell, I've been watching you since you came out of college. He been balling for real since a rookie.
All right,
defense. We got number 1. We got Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, Aaron Donald, Chris Jones. That's for the D linemen. Linebackers, we have Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, Quincy Williams, and then there's all the linebackers. DBs, the cornerbacks, we got Darron Bland, Sauce Gardner, Trent McDuffie, Kyle Hamilton for the safeties, and Anton Winfield Jr. for another safety.
I mean, I like this list. Shout out to Chris.
I like this list too. Myles Garrett, I've been saying he's my favorite. I've been saying that. T.J. Watt, sack leader, dog. Aaron Donald, arguably one of the greatest D linemen to come through the NFL. Chris Jones, he just got $1.25 million
for sacking a quarterback.
Exactly. You know what he doing. The Chiefs should have been paying him that money.
Yep.
Linebacker Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, Quincy Williams, they all speak for themselves.
Exactly.
Like, they all speak for themselves. They are great linebackers. Darron Bland, he got the record for the most pick sixes now. So Sauce Gardner, exactly that. People be talking about Sauce Gardner like not having interception, but if you watch a Jets game, they don't throw it. They don't even look his way.
I noticed that this season with the Jets games, they do not throw the ball with him.
They don't even look his way at all.
Yeah.
And Trent McDuffie, I don't know who you. I don't know you. I know you from the Chiefs, but hey, shout out to him because I guess he been balling. Kyle Hamilton, he's a dog. That boy been playing his tail out with them Baltimore Ravens. He's like a hybrid safety because they have him over the top sometimes down in the box blitzing, but prayers out to him though because he messed his leg up versus the Dolphins game. He messed his knee up. He out for the season. And Antoine Winfield Jr., that boy dog, he was on the team when they won the Super Bowl with
he been with Tampa Bay for a minute.
He was a rookie that year when they won Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
The Ravens tight end name? Mark Andrews, is that his name?
Man, he hurt.
They reactivated him this week. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he back.
Yep. So with the Ravens having a bye week this week, it's a chance he can play next week.
He gonna be healthy. Yeah. He definitely gonna be out there. But they've been straight though with Lively number 80 that they have. They backup. He's been playing too. Yeah,
they have been. So those are the games for this week.
But speaking of that though, cause I got another stat. Cause,
about the Ravens.
I was just about Josh Allen. Cause I was telling you about how he undefeated in like the last 4 weeks. But he is the first player in NFL history to have 4 straight seasons with 40-plus touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, I did see that on Instagram.
2020, he had 45. 2021, he had 42. 2022, he had 42 again. And 2023, he has 40.
Hey.
Hey, shout out to him. He be balling.
He
Even though
doing
he be
his
throwing them
thing out
interceptions,
there.
he still be throwing them touchdowns.
Yep, he doing his thing out there. Oh, you got anything else for football?
Scrolling on Instagram. Okay, before we leave football, I'm gonna ask you this and see what you think. Who was the better coach, Bill or Nick?
Whew, that's a good one.
Bill or Nick? Who you got? Who you got?
I'm going to say Bill. And I'm going to say Bill because Nick tried the NFL and he wasn't successful. He spent 1 year with the Miami Dolphins and he left and went back. That's when he went to LSU. So for me, because of that, I'm going to say Bill. What you say?
For me, I see that. For me, I say Nick. Because as you said, he couldn't make it in the NFL, but some people are just meant to coach college. Some coaches are just meant to coach high school. Some are just meant to coach professional.
And I agree with that. And I
feel well. I didn't watch. I didn't know. Well, I knew that he had a year in the NFL, but I wasn't watching and keeping up with football around that time where he did that. So
I'm not even sure you were born.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know how his experience went as a NFL coach, but just like as for college wise, just coaching, I'm taking Nick though. I gotta take Nick.
And I'm about to contradict myself because even though I said I was choosing Bill, it goes back to what we said about the general managers. I don't even remember who played for the Miami Dolphins when Nick coached them. So, like, I don't know. I don't even remember who the quarterback was or anything like that. I just remember he did one season.
Exactly.
So,
and plus, another reason why I'm picking Nick, because you got to have a special skill to be a college head coach.
Yes, because you got the boys that think they're grown.
Exactly. You got to have a special skill. Not even just being a college coach, because with being an NFL coach, you dealing with grown men. Not no boy that think they're grown. You dealing with grown men.
And you got to know how to manage egos.
Exactly. But I say that with college because, like you said, they young men getting to be grown men, beginning to be adults. But at the same time, you have to adjust because every year you have new players and new students and new teams, all that coming in. With the NFL, yes, you have new signees, new free agents and all that. But as long as you playing good, you going to get that contract. Exactly. You going to re-sign. You can have that same, just like Tom Brady. You can have that same quarterback from all your years coaching and want to adjust to nothing new.
Yep. And also, too, with college, you have to make sure, and this is with the NFL too, though. Mm-hmm. You have to make sure the people you're bringing in is not going to disrupt your locker room.
Exactly.
They're not going to be a distraction for your team and your organization, whether that's collegiate or professional.
That's just any coach in high school, college, or professional.
Yeah. But I will say this: I do think it takes more patience to coach high school than NFL or college. Because high school, you know how y'all kids are. Y'all just...
Yeah.
So,
I agree with that statement there, but... Excuse me. All the time, I got to ride with Nick.
That's a good
I got to go
debate.
with Nick. I got to.
Yeah, that's... Look, somebody said on social media, because, they announced their retirement or whatever the same day. Mm-hmm. They was like, 2 Alabama quarterbacks made 2 GOATs retire today. Mac Jones and Jalen Milroy. Mm-hmm. But, hey, you got anything else for football?
No, I think that's about it for football, though.
All right, move. I really ain't got that much for basketball.
But on football, I've been saying it before we get off of it. Baltimore Ravens, 2024 Super Bowl champions.
Hey, before we leave, speaking of that, I saw this on TikTok. The NFL done changed the logo for the Super Bowl again? 2 or 3 times this season.
They already changed again. I know, because the purple been on there the whole time.
The purple been on there.
The whole
time. They changed it. And now the colors are blue and red. And the conspiracy theories on TikTok.
Cowboys and the 49ers.
No. Cowboys and the Chiefs.
Garbage. Patrick Mahomes is going to run all over the Cowboys.
And they're predicting the score to be not Cowboys. Chiefs win 30-27.
Bro.
I do not want to see a Chiefs-Cowboys Super Bowl in NFL.
Bro, there's going to be a
I do not want to see a Cowboys-Chiefs Super Bowl.
Bro,
so
they better not scribble nothing up. Because, like I said, I had the Cowboys losing in the first round. I'm going to watch that game, the whole game, from the flip to the coin flip till when they shaking hands at the end. And they better not make it to where the Cowboy win on purpose. Cause I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. But if they do make it though, just off straight skill and just playing like they should, like they supposed to
on paper, yeah.
Then I wouldn't be mad. But the Ravens making it to the Super Bowl.
Time out, let me ask you this. Cowboys get put out first round. I don't know Dak's contract, but if they get put out the first round, do you trade Dak and fire McCarthy?
I trade Dak because last year I watched the game. Dak, I'm not even gonna say it was Dak's fault, but like it was Dak. You know what I'm saying? Like I really can't explain it, but I'm getting rid of Dak.
You trading him?
Yes, because you've been there all this time. You done had all these good seasons. You still ain't brought no championship.
And he cannot say he ain't had nobody to throw the ball to.
At all.
He had Amari.
At all.
He had CD Lamb. I mean, didn't he even have Dez Bryant for a little while? So, honestly, Dak, you know I ride with you because you went to Mississippi State, but you have no excuses, bro. Not one. Dak,
I'm going to be real with you, bro. Before we get out football, I'm going to put the mic close to my mouth so again. If you ever watch the BeDifferent podcast, before the playoffs in, this is your film time. This is where
he
you
auditioning.
Exactly. This is where you get you auditioning either to re-sign and get your star spot on the Cowboys, or sign and get you another star spot somewhere else. Because I'm be honest with you, Dak. If y'all don't get past that first round, it's over with you out the door.
So
you out the door.
They get past the first round, get put out in the second. What you do? Fire McCarthy, keep Dak, keep McCarthy, and keep Dak.
It's just gonna depend on how the second round go. It's going to depend on how the second round go because we haven't seen the Cowboys in the second round. We only saw them in the first round. We only seen them in the first round. We haven't saw the Cowboys in the second round. So we don't know how a Cowboys team will react to being in the second round of the playoffs. We only know how they react to being in the first round of the playoffs and they just get losing to the 49ers.
All right. Anything else for football for real this time?
Nah, I think that's about it for real this time.
Basketball. I really don't have that much on basketball.
I saw the other night that boy Victor had a triple-double.
Yeah, I did see that.
I don't know if I'm going on that line, but I just remember that because I remember watching it, like seeing it.
Oh, last night, the NBA teams, a lot of them got blew out last night.
Last night was
the Trailblazers got blew out by 62 points by OKC.
Bro, I saw that they the only team in franchise, like they the first franchise to lose multiple games by 60 plus points.
I saw that, yep. That's who better be watching his job. They coach.
That's embarrassing.
That is very embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. I understand a high school team losing by 6. I don't even understand a high school team losing by 6. Well, I take that back. That is embarrassing.
And you losing by 62 points. You a professional. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Really? I don't get that.
That is embarrassing.
But the Celtics got blew out last night too by the Bucks.
By the Bucks. Hey, the Bucks surprised me. I'm gonna be honest, cause I've been saying that the Celtics is the only team that know how to stop Giannis. They like consistently stop him, but they didn't do nothing to him last night. But they ain't stopped Bobby Portis neither though. He had 30 and like 13
30
boards.
minutes. Like he didn't even play. Yeah.
For real. He had a good game last night.
The Lakers, they lost last night to the Suns.
That was a blowout too.
That was a blowout. Bradley Beal had like 37 points, I think.
I got it right. The Lakers lost to the Suns. Where was it a blowout? 127 to 109.
Bradley Beal, I scored AD, Bron, and Austin Reeves combined last night. I think like he had
Bron only had 10 points, so you said AD, Austin Reeves, and Bron. AD, that's 23. Plus, that's 36, and Bradley Beal had 37.
Yeah. I saw that. So, I mean, the Lakers going to have to do something before the trade deadline.
The Lakers.
They got to do something.
The Lakers, speaking of the Lakers, we need to go ahead and talk about it. I saw this one picture where it said Bron and Steph need to team up. Either Bron go to the Bay or Steph go where.
Y'all were talking about that.
Or go to the Lakers.
Yeah. What you think about that?
I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm Steph, if I'm the Lakers, or if I'm the Warriors and you getting Steph, I need D'Lo, I need Austin Reeves, I need AD, I need Rui Hachimura, and I need some draft picks. Like you got to give me AD off the rip.
I agree.
And Austin Reeves, I gotta have them.
Basically, I need your whole bench plus some draft picks.
I gotta have them.
Basically, that's what I need. And the same thing if I'm
if you the Lakers.
Yeah. If I'm the Lakers and you get LeBron, I need Clay, Draymond, the boy who replaced Draymond, Kaminga. I even need Looney.
Nah.
Yeah, you got.
If I'm the Warriors on that, I'm not giving up Looney. I'll give up Clay, Draymond, and Kaminga. I'm throwing Wiggins in there.
Yeah.
I'm throwing Wiggins in there and some draft picks.
Just
to see what they do. Because they'll budge on that. But you got to keep Looney. You got to have a big man.
But one of somebody said something very interesting. Bron and Steph already got 4 rings apiece, right? Mm-hmm. Why not team up and go and get 5?
Exactly.
Both of y'all getting old, so why not go ahead and do it?
Why not?
I mean,
the league won't want to see that.
The league Silver ain't gonna let that happen.
I'm saying the league is not gonna let that happen. The greatest, well, I'm not gonna say, but arguably one of the greatest players of all time with arguably the greatest point guard of all time on the same team.
Yeah, the league not gonna let that happen.
The league not gonna let that happen. It's like Shaq and Kobe for real, real life.
That would be, I mean, that'll be domination.
Exactly.
You know, so
ain't nobody. You can stop it, but it's gonna be hard though. Like on the team, I really can see it stopping is the Bucks because
Dame can go toe for toe for Steph on them threes.
Exactly. Yeah. And Giannis can go toe to toe with Bron and scoring and doing everything.
I agree with y'all on that.
That's gonna be a great game.
Yeah,
a great game. I want to see that. I might put that in on 2K. For real, I want to see that matchup.
But the Lakers, they are going to have to get some help. They gonna have. I don't know who they can trade for to get, but Bron, AD, and Austin Reeves, they're not it. That's not it anymore. Like Bradley Beal was doing it to Austin Reeves last night. D Book was just going till he stopped pulling up a clutch. I mean,
you can't stop D Book though. D Book gonna get to his spot and get his. D Book gonna get his.
Another thing, this was the first time KD has beat Bron. I'm not sure if it's
since 2018.
Yeah. Was that regular
No, that was in the playoffs in the finals.
Okay. Yeah, his first time beating him since 2018.
And you know who's on that team with him? Steph.
Clay, Draymond.
I'm saying a thing about that though. Oh, Steph and LeBron Laker team, not even Laker team, but whatever team they on, versus a Dame and Giannis team in the finals, a 7-game series for the championship. Dude, that would be a great series to watch.
Yeah, it really would be.
That would be a great series to watch. I got Bron and Steph winning just off of experience, but Giannis ain't laying down. Giannis ain't going for nothing.
Giannis is not going to lay down, and I'm with you. I do think it would be Bron and Steph winning because, and don't get me wrong, Giannis has high basketball IQ.
He does. Dame does too, and Chris Middleton. But
I think Bron's is on a whole nother level, so that would be their advantage.
Then like Bron, like you said, his basketball knowledge and IQ is such on another level. Like him, he would know how to like even if Steph running the 1 and Bron running the 5, anything else, like Bron IQ and Steph IQ, they chemistry would be so good off the rip because they just know basketball. They've been playing it for so long.
That would be I would love to see that. But let's stay on Bron for a second. Mm-hmm. I read on social media that
my bad, y'all.
The Miami Heat organization, they've been sending people to watch Bronny in these games.
I'm telling you, bro, Bronny is gonna be a good NBA player. Bronny is already I'll say a great basketball player, but in the NBA, Bronny is gonna be a good point guard, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because I was watching Bronny from 9th grade that's on YouTube and stuff all the way to 9. And the way I watch basketball,
starting when he was playing Pee Wee,
exactly,
watching,
Bronny has steady elevated his game every year.
Yeah.
Like even he's not the 6'8" like LeBron. He's not. He ain't gonna get 6'8". I'm telling you, Bronny gonna probably get about 6'3", 6'4".
I don't think he gonna grow no more. I think he's done now.
Exactly, but for what he does on the court, it fits him. He don't have Bron's size, but he got Bron's knowledge and IQ of the game.
Yeah,
he reads and knows the game so easy, and reads the floor well.
Yeah.
So Bronny's gonna be a good NBA player, bro. I'm telling you. I see Drew Holiday in Bronny. I don't know why, but
keep saying
Drew
that.
Holiday.
Yeah.
I just see it in him. I just see Bronny and Drew Holiday. When I watch them too, I just see it.
Bronny goes to Miami. Bron going back to Miami to end his career there.
Of course, of course.
Miami taking him back.
To the finals. But Bronny.
Jimmy,
Bron, Bam, and Tyler Hero.
Hey.
That's not bad, though. That's not bad. That is not bad because Tyler Hero can run that 2. Bronny can run the 1. And even if he don't start, Bronny can come off that bench and still run that 1.
Yep.
And then think about you got Bron. You know what you getting out of Bron. You know what you getting out of Bron, Jimmy, and Bam. You going to get yours out of them every night.
Every night.
Every night.
And another thing, the Miami Heat organization, they're known for like older players playing with them. Like, look at UD or Alonzo Mourning. I mean, so it can happen. It can happen.
That won't be no bad team. They'll be a contender. Just have to see what their bench gonna look like. Whatever the bench is gonna look like, it's gonna depend on how far they go.
And I think that's the Lakers' problem. They don't have a bench.
They don't have
a bench. That's their problem. They, like I said, they got to make some major moves before the trade deadline.
Major moves for real, especially if they want to be some final contenders.
AD and Bron, they're healthy and they really playing good.
Bro, AD is balling.
AD like he listened to us.
Bro, AD had to watch the podcast because I can't even talk noise about AD no more. I said if AD stay healthy, he's going to be consistently giving you 20 and 15.
And that's what
he's been doing.
Yep.
Like, if nobody else on the Lakers doing anything, AD is going to have 30 points with 18 rebounds, bro. I'm telling you.
That's what he's been doing. But some games tonight, the 76ers played the Kings. 76ers won 112-93.
Okay.
I think Tobias Harris was the leading scorer in that game. The Warriors and the Bills. The Warriors won 140-131. Klay Thompson of old was back tonight.
Yeah, 30.
He had 30 points.
Man, DeMar DeRozan had 39. They still lost. Yes.
Now, I wouldn't mind seeing him go to the Lakers.
DeMar DeRozan?
Uh-huh.
That wouldn't be a bad pickup for the Lakers there. It wouldn't because it give you a scorer, a consistent scorer, but you're going to have to need a guard because DeMar DeRozan not a guard.
Yeah, that's true. Who else we got that played tonight? Oh, the Timberwolves, the Trailblazers lost again tonight. Timberwolves beat them 116-93. Miami Heat beat the Magic 99-96.
Yep, Jimmy Butler ain't been playing though.
Jimmy Butler hurt. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's hurt.
Let me see. Let me look right quick before we go to another game.
Okay.
It says right first MP joint sprain.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
It's sprung. All I know.
Yeah.
Clippers, they beat the Grizzlies 128-119. Desmond Bain got hurt tonight. I didn't read it, see what it was, but I know he got hurt tonight.
All I can say about the Grizzlies,
just wait till next season.
Just wait till next
chop
season.
Chop this season on up.
They just don't want to see. They just don't want to let my boy Ja make it. Man. The universe just don't want to let him make it. So maybe next year.
The Jazz beat the Raptors 145-113. That was all the games. The Pistons lost to the Rockets.
That's not all the games.
No, that's not all the games. The Pistons lost to the Rockets by like 2, I think, tonight.
112-110. The Indiana Pacers beat the Atlanta Hawks 126-108. And the 76ers beat the Kings 112-93. I think you said all the other games. No, except for the Spurs and the Hornets. The Spurs beat the Hornets 135-99.
Okay.
I'm saying my point my boy Victor had. That was a blowout. He had 26 and 11. Oh, tonight was LaMelo Ball first game back.
Yeah,
so he been hurt.
Sure was. He been hurt. I saw that.
20 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals.
He had a good game back.
That's a good game.
Did you say the Nuggets and the Pelicans?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But
no, I didn't. The Nuggets beat the Pelicans
125-113. It says Bulls held first ring of honor class. So the Bulls got the Chicago Bulls Hall of Fame, and they had their first inaugural class tonight.
Oh, okay.
I know I saw some pictures of Phil Jackson was there. Steve Kerr was there, so he must not have coached tonight. Of course, Michael Jordan was there.
Okay.
I didn't read it, but I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No, I think that's about it. This episode of the podcast. Y'all know we got to close it out with the BeDifferent quote of the week. I got one in my mind because I was just thinking about it, but I don't know if I've already said this or not, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. But BeDifferent quote of the week is for the week, just steady make progress. If you want something in life, you don't have to achieve it on the first day, just like this podcast. We didn't we didn't get to where we are now with the room and the setup on the first day. We started out in the room on my phone right here, sitting down on the couch recording. But we just steady got better each day, every day, and steady saw progress. We steady just gonna keep doing it, steady progressing until we reach our end goal. And that's what we want y'all to do. Just steady keep going, steady progressing. Just set your goal, what you want to do, what it is, and just steady try to reach that goal every day. Do something to help reach that goal every day.
All right, y'all. Until next time, I'm your girl, Toya.
I'm Solomon.
Remember, be different.
Peace. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Be Different Podcast. Make sure to listen, download the Be Different Podcast every Saturday at 2 o'clock and every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio, all at the Be Different Podcast.
As always, y'all know you can follow us on social media, Instagram @_BeDifferentPodcast, Twitter @_BeDifferentPod. Go on YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Be Different Podcast.